Hello, you are watching a special broadcast of IPR Department on news for hearing impaired. I'm Cheering Eden, and with me today is a sign language interpreter Vishal Bishwakarma. In this special bulletin, we present the top stories of the week. Let's take a look. On Monday, former Chief Minister of Sikkim, a veteran politician Bhim Bahadur Gurung, passed away at the age of 92 years. Late Bibi Gurung had a long political career of having served as the General Secretary of the Sikkim Rajya Congress Party in 1958, Executive Councillor of the Sikkim Rashtriya Congress Party in 1967, the Speaker of the first Sikkim Legislative Assembly in 1977, and finally the third Chief Minister of Sikkim in 1984. Late Bibi Gurung also served as the political and press advisor to the SDF government, and in the 2014 election, he resigned and extended his support towards the Sikkim Krantikari Morcha party. As a mark of respect to the departed leader, the state government had announced 7 days mourning period. On 30th of March, the day of the funeral, the government offices and all educational institutions remained closed. The Governor of Sikkim, Ganga Prasad, accompanied by Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang, cabinet ministers, elected councillors and other dignitaries attended the final rites at 5th Mile Lumse, while the funeral service was performed with full state honours at Rumtek. On Tuesday, Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang met with the Ambassador of Japan to India, Satoshi Suzuki, accompanied by senior officials from the Embassy of Japan in India, senior officials from JICA and FICCI, and the officials from the Government of India at Mayfair Resort. During the meeting, they discussed various important matters, including the production of green energy in Sikkim, and the initiation of a high-value product industry like semiconductors, microchips and TVs. They deliberated on ways to impart the Japanese language and training in relation to various skills and professions, including healthcare and nursing, to improve employment opportunities for the youth. Talking about horticulture and food processing, the Chief Minister proposed conducting workshops to train farmers to boost productivity and diversify the cultivation of cash crops like shiitake mushrooms. Later in the meeting, they discussed issues related to disaster management and climate change. Apart from these, they also discussed strategies to enhance tourism and the hospitality sectors, focusing on natural and cultural values. Present on the occasion were Cabinet Ministers, Chief Secretary, Government of Sikkim, DGP, and other dignitaries from the state government. The sixth session of the 10th Assembly Budget Session 2022-23 of Sikkim Legislative Assembly commenced this week. On the first day of the budget, on Monday, 2 minutes silence was observed on the passing of former Chief Minister of Sikkim, Bibi Gurung, and the House was adjourned for the day. On the second day of the 10th Assembly Budget Session, presided over by Speaker L.B. Das, Governor Ganga Prasad, in his opening address, informed that the state's budget this year aims at holistic development while expediting the process of the upliftment of the people of Sikkim. During the financial business, the Chief Minister, also the Minister in charge of the Finance Department, presented the general budget of the Government of Sikkim for the financial year 2022-23. He informed that against a gross expenditure provision of Rs 10,419 crore and 71 lakhs, the net outgo comes to Rs 10,116 crores and 11 lakhs after taking into account recoveries amounting to Rs 303 crore and 60 lakhs. On the third day of the Assembly budget on Thursday, the Sikkim Legislative Assembly passed the general budget of Rs 10,116.11 crore for the financial year 2022-23. Several questions were put up by the various MLAs in the House, to which the Chief Minister provided answers. The Chief Minister, also the Leader of the House, Prem Singh Tamang, informed that the state government has undertaken major programs for this financial year. For instance, Sikkim Global Investment Confluence, the High Value Tourism Corridor, Mega Homestay Project, proposal of possible alternate routes to mitigate the traffic problem, and so on. He also said that efforts to get the Limbu Tamang seats and bring the 17th Karmapa to Sikkim are still on. The state government has left no stones unturned in pursuing the matter. Several other similar questions were also raised regarding various matters of the state. In his concluding note, the Chief Minister assured that the state government will ensure the channeling of all the central and state benefits to the beneficiaries across the state. During the financial business, separate demands for grants were also presented for discussion and voting under the charge of different ministers. Thereafter, the Chief Minister, also Minister in charge of Finance Department, introduced the Sikkim Appropriation Bill 2022 for Annual General Budget 2022-23, which was passed by the House. That's all we have for today. Please like and follow our Facebook page. That is the Government of Sikkim official page for the most authentic news and information on recent developments in the government and the state. News for Hearing Impaired is uploaded once a week every Friday. Thank you for tuning in.